Hi, I'm Terry. Welcome to session 4 of Basic Piano Study. We're going to do a short review of our last session, and then we're going to learn about melodic and harmonic intervals. We're going to talk about accents, and then we're actually going to play your first piece on the keyboard while reading notes. Let's begin. Now, last week we talked about octaves, which take in 8 white keys. When we play from C to C, that's an octave because it's 8 keys. D to D is an octave. E to E is an octave. And so on. We also talked about thirds. We can play forward by thirds. If we were to start by C, looking at our diagram, we'd play from C, skipping to E, skipping to G, skipping to B, skipping to D, skipping to F, and skipping to A, and then back to C. That would be going forward by thirds. We're actually just skipping notes and playing every other note. If we started with C, went to A, then to F, D, B, G, E, and C again, we'd be playing by thirds going backwards. Now, here is a picture of the grand staff once again. You can see it up top. We said that we just want to kind of familiarize you with the grand staff and what it looked like. The notes that are on this grand staff are showing notes that are next to each other. They follow each other in an orderly way with the letter names in order progressing. Here's middle C, D, E, F, and G. Notice they are line, space, line, space, line. That's the treble staff. Down in the bass staff, we see notes in an orderly way. C, D, E, F, and G. Space, line, space, line, space. That's a grand staff. We talked about pitch, which is the highness or lowness of tones. And we talked about bar lines, dividing measures. Okay, this is a bar line right here. From this point here over to this point to the bar line is a measure. This is all one measure. It's an even group of notes or beats. From here to the very next bar line is a measure, this area. From this bar line to that bar line is a measure. From this bar line to this bar line is a measure. It's a group of beats, group of notes. Now, at the very end down here is a double bar line, and we talked about that as well. It divides an important section of music, or you will see it at the very end of the music. We talked about note and rest values. We said the quarter note gets 1 beat, 2/8 notes get 1 beat, a half note gets 2 beats, a dotted half note gets 3 beats, and a whole note gets 4 beats. Rests mean to be silent. A quarter rest means to be silent for 1 beat or 1 count. A half rest means to be silent for 2 counts. A whole rest means to be silent for 4 counts. We learned about terms in music. A small F stands for forte, which means to play loud. P stands for piano, which means to play soft. Staccato means to play short and detached, separated. You will see a dot below the note or above the note when you are supposed to play staccato. Legato means to play smooth and connected, and you will see a sign called a slur over or under the notes. A tied note means to connect the time value of the notes that are connected with the tie. Those notes will have the same letter name. So those 2 half notes that are on the first space would be held for 4 counts. The repeat sign means to go back to the beginning or back to an important division of the piece of music. Let's talk about melodic and harmonic intervals. Melodic intervals have two notes that are played separately, one at a time. We are in the treble staff here, and from C to D is the melodic second, and these notes are next to each other on the staff. From C to E is the melodic third. These notes skip a note in between them. From C to F is the melodic fourth, and from C to G is a melodic fifth. The next line shows harmonic intervals, which are two notes that are played together. We're down in the bass staff. Here is a harmonic second, and this is C and D in the bass staff, and these notes have to be written one after the other instead of one on top of the other because they're right next to each other on the staff. So when they're played together, they have to be written next to each other as close as you can get them without them overlapping. From C to E is a harmonic third. From C to F is a harmonic fourth. And from C to G is a harmonic fifth. This is how those harmonic intervals sound. In the bass staff, harmonic second, harmonic third, harmonic fourth, and harmonic fifth. Okay, now we're going to talk about sharps and flats. Now, sharps and flats, first we'll talk about the sharps. And sharps go up a half step. And by a half step, I mean going up to the very next key on the keyboard, up or down. Okay, so I am going to show you here in the bass staff an F. This would be a regular F. But if I go up to the black key just above it, that's F sharp. Okay, sharps always go up the keyboard. This is a C in the bass. C, go up a half step to C sharp. G, go up a half step to G sharp. And then D, go up a half step to D sharp. Now, you don't play both F and F sharp when you're playing sharps. You just play the note once. And then, in the treble staff, we have some sharps. F to F sharp. Middle C to C sharp. G, up a half step to G sharp. And D, up to D sharp. Now, I'm going to show you what those look like on the keyboard. We're going to go down, down, down. And we are in both the treble and bass staff. So, this F, we're going to start with the F and F sharp. So I'm in the bass staff. I should be using my left hand. This is F to F sharp by the three black keys. Then C to C sharp. And I'm only showing you the note first, the white key first, just so you'll be able to locate the note. You only play the sharp. G to G sharp, still in the bass staff. D to D sharp. Then moving up to the treble staff. F to F sharp. Middle C to C sharp. G to G sharp. And D to D sharp. Okay, now we're going to talk about flats. Sharps go up, so guess what? Flats go down. Okay, so that top line is what we're looking at. And I'm going to zoom, zoom, zoom in. All right. Now, let's see here. I lost my little thing that's holding the clip. All right, so B to B flat, E to E flat, and I will play these so you can hear them as well. Okay, we're down in the bass staff. Let me get a... All right, here we go. Okay, B to B flat, E, a half step down to E flat, A to A flat, and D to D flat in the bass staff. In the treble staff, B to B flat, E to E flat, A to A flat, and D to D flat. Okay, we are going down, down, down. Okay, now let you see that keyboard again. And here we go. All right, I'm going to expand that keyboard even more. Okay, we are playing B to B flat, E to E flat, A to A flat, and D to D flat. Now up in the treble staff, B to B flat, E to E flat, A to A flat, and D to D flat. So those are sharps and flats. I told you we were going to play a song today. We might even play two if we have time. We're going to play March On, and I just want you to look at a few things before we start to play. Look for the treble clef sign when you are playing the right hand. This is the treble staff, the 5 upper lines and 4 spaces. The bass clef sign is in the bass staff, the 5 lower lines and 4 spaces. Okay, we are going to start with the right hand because we have notes in the right hand, but we have rests in the left hand. Okay, we have whole rest in the left hand. So I'm going to begin to play, and the first time through I'm going to say my letter names. C, D, E, F, G, 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 F, E, D, C. Left hand, C, D, E, F, G, 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 F, E, D, C. And I see repeat signs, so I'm going back to the beginning and counting. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. And I lifted on the rests. There's a rest on the 4th beat, on the top line, and on the bottom line. Now there's a 4/4 time signature. The 4 on the top means that there are 4 beats per measure. The bottom 4 tells us that the quarter note gets 1 count. Okay, I'm going to move down to the keyboard, and you're gonna watch me play while you play. And hopefully you were playing along with me before, or at least getting an idea. So let's make sure that you can see both my hands. First time through, we're going to say the letter names. C, D, E, F, G, 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 F, E, D, C. C, D, E, F, G, 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 F, E, D, C. Repeat. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, we're going to play one more song, Roaring Lions. Roaring Lions is in 4/4 time signature. So the quarter note gets 1 beat, and there are 4 beats per measure. And here we go. We are going to say the letter names, and you can play along with me. E, G, C. E, G, C. D, E, F, G, E, D, C. Counting 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, now we are going to play together on, you're going to be able to see me play on the keyboard. All right. Here we go. And I'm going to make sure that we've got the whole keyboard covered here. Okay. All right. E, G, C. E, G, C. D, E, F, G, E, D, C. Again, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, and at the end of playing legato, and you can see legato is when we have the slurred lines. It's good to lift your hands at the end of that phrase mark. And that would be right in here at the end there. If you lift there, then you'll also at the same time be aware of that quarter rest at the very end. Okay. Great playing. Sounded good to me. We covered a lot today. I'm so glad you joined me. Come back and we'll play more music and enjoy some time together. Take care. Have fun practicing.